Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. Bills fans, buckle up because there's a serious buzz going around the league right now, and it's got your team at the center of it. Reports are swirling that the Bills are deep into negotiations to potentially pull off a blockbuster trade that could redefine their future. The rumor mill is suggesting that Buffalo might be close to acquiring Jalen Hurts from the Philadelphia Eagles, and if this deal goes through, it could be one of the most game-changing moves in recent NFL history. Imagine a scenario where the Bills, known for their high-powered offense and relentless defense, add a dual-threat quarterback of Hurts's caliber, something that could catapult them into the upper echelon of contenders for Super Bowl LVII and beyond. Let's paint the picture here. Buffalo's front office, always aggressive when it comes to building a championship-caliber team, sees an opportunity to upgrade the quarterback position with a player who's not only a dynamic passer, but can also beat defenses with his legs, just like the league's elite. Hurts, at 27, has been carving out a reputation as one of the most versatile quarterbacks in the NFL. His ability to make plays both through the air and on the ground has made him a nightmare for defenses and a nightmare for fantasy football owners alike. And with the Bills' current roster, adding Hurts could be the piece that pushes this team over the edge. Now, sources close to the league suggest the negotiations are quite advanced, with the Bills offering 2 first-round picks in the 2026 draft, plus some additional assets in exchange for Hurts. The Eagles, who are navigating a bit of a rebuild after a 2025 season that saw them finish 8-9 and allow an average of 28 points per game on defense, are reportedly motivated to make this move. Philadelphia is sitting on roughly $32 million in cap space, which could be used to bolster the secondary, a clear need after their recent struggles. The Eagles' front office is eyeing the future, and clearing space for draft picks makes sense as they shift gears. But why would the Eagles trade Hurts? Well, it appears they're prioritizing flexibility and youth movement. Despite his recent success, including a 2025 season with nearly 4.0 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, and a solid 66.2% completion percentage, Hurts has also shown some vulnerability, especially with injuries. He missed 2 games in 2024 and was limited in Week 8 of 2025 due to a knee injury, which has raised some questions about durability. Still, his overall trajectory is impressive. His career totals include over 800 passing yards, 72 passing touchdowns, and a rushing threat that's hard to contain, with more than 200 rushing yards and 42 rushing touchdowns. What makes Hurts particularly appealing for the Bills? Well, his stats from 2025 tell a compelling story. He threw for nearly 912 yards with a 66.2% completion rate, added 26 passing touchdowns against just 9 interceptions, and maintained a PFF grade of 95, a testament to his efficiency and playmaking ability. He also rushed for 712 yards and scored 10 rushing touchdowns, with an impressive scramble rate of 11.8%. His big-time throw rate and pressure evasion stats are off the charts, and he's shown an uncanny ability to perform in clutch moments, especially with his read-option plays and RPO success rate of 78%. For the Bills, acquiring Hurts isn't just about adding a talented quarterback. It's about transforming the entire offensive dynamic. His mobility and ability to extend plays could open up new options for Stefon Diggs, allowing him to work deep routes more effectively. Plus, Hurts's threat as a runner would force defenses to stay honest, creating more space for the Bills' offense to operate. If Buffalo pulls the trigger, they could see a jump in total offensive yards, projected to exceed 100 yards, along with a significant increase in rushing production, possibly pushing the team to 2.0 yards on the ground. That kind of dual-threat quarterback has the potential to turn close games into wins, boosting their chances in tight contests, and making the Bills a nightmare for defenses across the league. Let's not forget the impact on the Bills' defense and overall team strategy. Hurts's presence could force opposing defenses into more complex coverage schemes, especially with his ability to scramble and make plays on the run. His rushing ability, which increased by over 20% in terms of pass attempts in motion, could lead to more explosive plays and bigger gains. This would give the Bills a substantial edge in close games, especially in cold weather conditions, where Hurts's mobility has proven advantageous. His yards after scramble increased from 6.2 to 7.8, and his clutch turnovers decreased by 18%. From a broader perspective, this move would have ripple effects across the AFC East. The Bills, with Hurts at the helm, could elevate their win rate by approximately 25%, similar to the boost teams like the Houston Texans saw with their trade for Deshaun Watson, which added about 160 rushing yards per game. The Bills could see their win probability jump significantly, especially in playoff environments where clutch plays and versatility are crucial. Their odds of winning the AFC would rise to around plus 150, and Super Bowl odds could see a remarkable jump from plus 500 to plus 200. Hurts's ability to perform in playoff pressure situations, especially against top opponents like the Kansas City Chiefs, makes him an ideal X-factor. His success in postseason games, such as his ability to throw on the move and make big plays in clutch moments, could be exactly what Buffalo needs to finally break through and get to the big game again. Looking at the historical context, this kind of move isn't unprecedented. Think back to 2010, when Michael Vick revitalized the Eagles with his dual-threat capabilities, leading to a surge in wins and a revitalization of the team's offense. Hurts, in many ways, mirrors that style, especially during his peak moments in 2025. His ability to throw deep, evade pressure, and make plays on the run would fit perfectly into the Bills' offensive philosophy. This could usher in a new era, one where Buffalo becomes a true dynasty contender, with Hurts as the centerpiece of a high-octane, dual-threat offense. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and there are still hurdles to clear. The Eagles are in a tough cap situation, and the Bills will need to make some roster moves to accommodate Hurts's contract if they decide to pursue this deal fully. But if it happens, the ripple effects will be felt across the league. The AFC East would see a shift in power, with the Bills emerging as a frontrunner not just for this season, but for many to come. The competitive landscape could be forever altered, and fans like you would be witnessing the dawn of a new era, one built on speed, versatility, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. Now imagine this: the Bills with Hurts leading the charge, paired with Stefon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and a solid offensive line that's been improving. Their defense, already formidable, would be complemented by the added pressure of a quarterback who can extend plays and create opportunities out of nothing. The entire franchise's trajectory would change overnight, setting them up for a sustained period of success. It's what every Bills fan dreams of, seeing your team dominate the AFC East and finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy. And let's not forget the fans. If this trade goes through, it's going to ignite a fire in the hearts of Bills Mafia everywhere. We'd be celebrating a new chapter, one filled with hope, excitement, and the promise of unforgettable moments. But whether or not it materializes, one thing is clear: the league is buzzing and the Bills are right in the middle of it. This could be the start of something truly special, and you, as a passionate fan, are right at the heart of it. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if the Bills land Hurts, the expectations skyrocket. They'd be favorites to win the AFC East once again, and their Super Bowl odds would climb sharply. The combination of Allen's injury history and Hurts's dual-threat ability could make the Bills a more resilient and unpredictable team. Fans would be dreaming of deep playoff runs, multiple Super Bowl appearances, and a legacy that could rival the greats. This potential trade also raises questions about the Bills' roster construction. How will they balance the cap? Will they trade away some key players? Can they maintain their strong defense while adding such an explosive quarterback? These are the decisions that will define the franchise in the coming weeks. But one thing is certain: if this deal goes through, it'll be a game changer. It might even redefine how the Bills approach building their team for the future. In the end, Bills fans were standing on the brink of a new era. Whether this trade happens or not, the excitement is undeniable. The league's landscape is shifting, and Buffalo is right at the forefront of that storm. So stay tuned, keep your eyes on the news, and get ready for what could be a historic chapter in Bills history. Because let's face it, we've all been waiting for that moment when our team takes that leap into greatness. And maybe, just maybe, this is the move that makes it happen. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's go, Bills Mafia!